Hi everyone, it's Andy from Focal Academy, and today's biohacking tip, we want to talk about an essential nutrient that our bodies need, and that's iron. And having iron in too high of a level or too low of a level can actually cause a whole bunch of problems with your health and of course your longevity. And you may have heard your doctors, especially for women that are having problems donating blood, is their hemoglobin is too low and they're anemic because they have too low of an iron level, and they get tested for the iron because the levels may be too low. But actually, it's more common to have your iron levels too high. And in my opinion, doctors just don't test enough for that. So what are the problems when your iron levels are just too high? And who are most likely to have that problem? Well, I think when it comes down to it, adult men will probably have bigger problem with higher iron levels, along with women that are no longer menstruating, right? And high levels of iron, they can disrupt your mitochondria, which are like these powerhouses inside your cells. And when your cells are disrupted, all sorts of things go wrong. High iron levels, when untreated, can contribute to development of heart problems that can lead to high blood pressure. It can lead to heart attacks. It can lead to high resting heart rate. It can lead to problems with your blood sugar control, leading to diabetes. And that can actually lead to problems with brain health, like Alzheimer's and even cancer. And it's actually quite easy to get too much iron in your diet without even knowing about it, especially if you eat a lot of processed foods. Because a lot of processed foods and cereals, guess what they have? They are fortified with iron, right? And so you're getting all these iron sources without even knowing about it. And then, of course, if you like eating red meat is also higher in iron. And, it may not be the cholesterol that doctors have been saying that red meat kills you that's causing heart damage, but maybe the high iron content, right? And of course, what happens when you drink, when you eat a lot of red meat, you have a nice glass of red wine or alcohol. And guess what? When you're drinking alcohol, it dries more iron out of the foods you eat into your bodies. So that's not a good thing too. But what if you're cooking at home? Well, if you're cooking with iron pots and pans, you have iron content going into your body. And if you're drinking water that's contaminated iron, you can also get iron in your body. So there are so many ways that you can be getting iron without even knowing about it, right? And that could be very dangerous, like I said, for your heart, for your blood sugar control, and for your brain. So what do? How do you know if you are high in iron? Well, you should go get your blood tested from your doctor. And once again, I think that doctors typically test for low iron levels, but you should get your serum ferritin tested. So basically that's iron levels in your blood. And I find that in most basic labs, they don't test it for you. It's listed, but they don't give you a number. Request to get that tested to see how high your iron levels are. And if they are high, then, we have to do something about it, right? And of course, the numbers that they give you, the range, their normal ranges, in my opinion, are very high. They're not optimal for a healthy living life, and of course, definitely not for longevity one. So if you want to know what's the best numbers to interpret your blood labs, hit me up. We can help you with that too. We can go through your blood labs to help you go through your health, what's going on inside the body. So now that we know possibly your iron levels are high, you won't know until you get tested, what can you do about it? Well, the best way to lower your high iron levels is to donate blood 2-3 times a year until your iron levels go down. And guess what? When you're donating blood, not only are you saving and extending your life, you're also going to be saving someone else's life that may be needing blood. Anyways, that's our tip for this week. See you next week.